Hello class, today is March 2nd. I intended to get this video posted a little earlier, but was unable to get it going until tonight. And so there are a few things that I want to clear up before we get into the classical period section of Moodle and Connect. I hope that you realize that all of your assignments begin on Monday morning of each week, and the week should correspond with the section number. The units take 2 to 3 weeks, and so sometimes you'll be doing a unit for 2 or more weeks, and so don't go by unit numbers but go by week numbers. And so every Monday you need to go to Moodle, and you need to see your assignments and make note of the deadlines for those assignments for that week of your class. And so right now I would like to go to a double screen. This is your Moodle page for this week. What you will see, we are in week 8, or should I say section 8. You go to unit 4, classical period. We're done with all these other sections, so they are hidden from you. So if you have any questions about the assignments that we've done in here, then you just need to email me. Okay, so for classical period, I've started off with just a picture, just so you can distinguish the difference between Unit 3 and Unit 4. And so we are starting into the classical period of music. That would encompass the years of 1750 to 1820. And so you see just a little blurb about classical music characteristics. This is just to kind of give you an introduction. It's by no means going to give you anywhere close to what you need to know. And so under that, I have grouped your assignments in under Connect assignments. And so the first thing that you're going to see this week is the LearnSmart activity. You need to complete this LearnSmart. This unit, I've created 2 LearnSmart activities. They're broken up into 2 pieces. Some of you had a hard time finishing the LearnSmart last unit because it was all at once. And so I have taken it into 2 pieces. So you need to submit 2 separate LearnSmart activities for Unit 4. One is for this week and one covers next week. And so once you finish your LearnSmart activity, then there's a prerequisite before you can do the quiz. You must have finished this to 100%. This helps you. It's not a punishment. It is a helper to you that you have completed the LearnSmart activity so that you're ready to take the quiz. Until you're finished and completely through LearnSmart, it's not going to allow you to take the quiz. And believe me, you don't want to take the quiz until you finish LearnSmart. This particular week, I wrote here, you need to know your listening pieces, so beware before you start this quiz, because you only get 1 attempt on it. Don't be in a hurry to finish these assignments until you have looked at and read the chapter and listened to everything. And so it's really important that you look at this listening assignment, and obviously all of these pieces that are for your listening this week. Some of them are movements to symphonies, so they're going to take several minutes to listen to. And so make sure that you are familiar with them. Each one is worth 10 points, and they are due by Sunday night at midnight. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, And so make sure that you are looking at what is assigned to you on Connect first, then go to the Connect website. Okay, everything should correspond with the deadlines, the due dates, the start dates, the assignment. It should all be corresponding. You always need to make sure that you're submitting your assignments. If you go to the Performance tab on McGraw-Hill Connect website, you should be able to see right here, you should be able to see your performance on assignments submitted. And so you can double check those with your Moodle assignments and your Connect assignments. Some students have not been made aware that their assignments never got submitted, and so they're receiving poor grades because of it. All right, so under that, I need to make you aware of something. I've been putting on putting this on every unit, and I was hoping that some of you would take advantage of this, but I need to just make sure of that you know what this is. If it says came in, that has to do with your textbook. And so these are the PowerPoint slides that I originally used in the classroom when I was teaching on campus at Nash Community College. And so sometimes I would email these to students that were missing class for sickness or an out-of-town trip. So they are very beneficial for you as an overview. They are not to be a substitute for reading the text, but they will help you to summarize. And so make use of those PowerPoint slides. They're very helpful. Now, I need to draw your attention to the Concert Credit Report Guide. I'm already receiving emails about this. I put it in its own pop-up window so that you could get to it. So this is a tool that I have printed up. You have 2 concert credit reports due before the end of this semester. I'm going to talk about those opportunities that I have listed on Moodle already. But this is your guide. It tells you what the requirements are for this course as far as live performances. Then it's going to tell you what kind of performance counts. And I have several things listed here as far as as well as examples of those types of events. And then this is what you need to know. You need to read this. I'm not going to answer these questions because your answers are on this page. So if you email me about wanting to know more information, I'm always going to point you toward this document. And so yes, you have 2 papers due before the end of the semester. All this was laid out in your syllabus on the first day of class, and it does constitute 10% of your grade. And so you will be required to include a scanned or camera photo of your program as an attachment to your reports. And so please read that before you send me any more questions about the concert credits. Okay, so here is that report guide right here. It will be under resources from now on so that you know what to do when you go to concerts. All right, please read that. Then I have got I'm always going to have this under the next few units as well until we're finished. You're going to see concert credit opportunities. I've got them listed from the one that's going to happen coming up really soon on the 5th. 3 days from now, we've got Tar River Symphony. Here is the Tar River Symphony website. Make this useful to you and click on it and find out where each concert's going to be, what time it starts, and so that you are informed. This would be a fabulous concert for all of you to attend. And then this is also this is something that's telling you about the concert series. And so it's going to tell you just briefly, if you have your student ID, you'll be able to get in free. And so without your student ID, you've got about a $15 ticket. So make sure that you are informed about what to do to go to the symphony concert. Okay? The next thing that I have listed here is an opportunity for you to go see a musical. Starting this weekend, we've got Oliver at the Imperial Center. It's at the in downtown Rocky Mount. This does involve a ticket price, and so if this is something you're interested in, I'm not requiring that you go to an event that has a ticket, because I know that these 2 concerts are free to you, and so hopefully you can make those 2 happen. And if I find out more free concerts, I will let you know. The things I have listed here do involve a small ticket price. Small in comparison to what it could be. If you end up going to a professional company at the DPAC or in Raleigh with the North Carolina Symphony, those tickets can start at $35, $40, even $80. And so to pay $13 is not that big a deal for a concert. And so it is part of your grade, and it's also a cultural experience. And so I think it's worth that extra cash if you can handle it. And so Oliver begins this weekend. You see its dates here. Make note of them if that's something you're interested in. Read the concert credit guide so you know what to do before you get there. And then there's the Imperial Center website. And then Beauty and the Beast is in 2 weeks, starts 2 weeks from tonight. The 16th and 17th, those are Wednesday and Thursday night. These tickets, you could probably buy them at the door. This is the group I used to direct for, Faith Christian School. And in fact, I will be there on that Wednesday night, the 16th. And so if you want to come and introduce yourself and you are there, I would love to meet you in person. These are Faith Christian School and homeschool families that are contributing to this performance. There's a number there for Faith Christian School if you have any further questions. And then, excuse me, then I have the website for the North Carolina Symphony and all of its events. There are several. There are so many I couldn't put them all down. So if you're interested in going to the North Carolina Symphony, it's a higher ticket price. It is in Raleigh, but if that's closer to you, I would check those out, as well as other free things in Raleigh. I'm sure there's a whole lot more available there. And then I have something at the Dunn Center. The North Carolina Wesleyan College does have a Dunn Center, which also is where the Beauty and the Beast performance is. And so it has its own concert series. This one happens to be a jazz, R&B, swing, reggae group called the Blues Brothers Soul Tour. Tickets are a little higher. It's a first-class concert, I'm sure. Then there's one at Nash Arts in Nashville. And this is African American Music Trail event, and so it is more jazz related too. And then the last one that I have here is a group in Wilson that I've directed in the past. They're doing Little Mermaid in May, and you see that, and you can see their website. Okay, before I finish this video, I just wanted to make sure that you are aware that you have, these are your assignments for week 8. And so we have LearnSmart, we have 4 listening assignments, and then you have a quiz. Make sure that you are very familiar with the listening pieces. This quiz is totally based on the listening this week. Next week, I will add things to Unit 4. And so if you don't see some of things, like this quiz won't be visible next week because it will already have passed. I'm keeping these recordings open for you so that you can review them as you need them. I will keep the LearnSmart activity open through this whole thing. You have unlimited access to LearnSmart. It's a really good thing to go ahead and do that as many times because if you preview it again, it may ask you new questions. And so to help you be prepared for our test. And so the test is not next week. We have a little breathing room on this test. So revert to your syllabus so that you are aware of the dates and what's going on. All right, so make sure that you check every Monday to know what the week's assignments due are, and then know that you have new things coming up every Monday morning. Sometimes I have some due dates during the middle of the week. Please make yourself aware of those. When I only have 2 weeks to do a unit, that means I have to cover all the material. You have to be quizzed on all the material. You have to learn all the material, and then I have to have a few days for the test to be open. When I do a listening review from now on, it will not be optional. Some of you have said to me, well, I thought that listening review was optional last time. So let me just tell you, I did not count it against you, but if you completed the listening review for Unit 3, it is counted as extra credit for you. It will not count against you if you did not do it. It was worth 99 points. So some of you got 99 extra credit points. So bravo for that. I know that it would have helped you with your test. Let me just touch on this really quickly because I'm almost out of time. If you encounter technical difficulties on the Connect website, please email me so that I know you're having problems so that I can get on it with you. And so anyway, I will have another video for you next week, and I hope that you have a great week. email me with questions. Thanks a lot.